Hey, just welcome back on sort of Is It Worth It? Today's episode we got this coolness here, and since what this is the power bank or power station for this brand. So for the one that we got right here is a brand called Anker. And when you guys first get the product, it's all nicely protected with the strap that's on the side, but I just removed it. But pretty much when you guys do open it, there should be another box inside. So I should open up and show you guys what the inside looks like first. So once you guys open it, they do have this protection layer on top, and inside right here, we do have another box like I mentioned. So what I'm gonna do is flip it upside down to take it out. And you do want to take your time when you guys do it. Try not to hurt yourself when you guys take it out. All right, so just like that. Once you guys take it out, you can see inside right here, we do have the product. So I'm gonna flip it back around. Once you guys flip it back around, this is what the box looks like. So you can see for the packaging actually looks very nice. And they do probably got a lot of specs on here. So they mentioned how it's the world's first mobile charging brand, which is obviously the Anker brand. And they mentioned for the battery that's on here, it lasts 6 times longer for the lifespan when you guys do use it. They mentioned how it can take around 1 hour to charge from 0% to 80%, which is really fast. And for this product, it's called a 757 portable power station, or the PowerHouse 1229 watts. So they mentioned for this one, it should support up to 1500 watts when you guys do use it. So that should be enough for you guys to use it for electric kettle or like any kind of drill or something. If you guys turn on the side right here, they mentioned how it does use lithium iron phosphate, which is super high quality material that they use for the battery that lasts a lot longer and much safer compared to a lot of other batteries. And I love how they do show you guys the image right here of what it actually looks like. If you guys turn to the back, on the back part right here, they do provide you guys some specs and features that's on the product. Let me bring the camera a little closer to show you guys what's on here. So right here is a slide that just showed you guys not too long ago. So it does show you guys what kind of batteries inside and what it actually looks like on the inside, which is really cool. If you guys do turn on the side, they do show you guys an image of what each different parts that's on here in terms of what you guys do get. So they mentioned the time that it takes to fully recharge the product. So if you guys do plug in the AC option, 1.2 hours. If you guys use the car, 13.8 hours. If you guys use a solar panel in direct sunlight, 4.5 hours. And right here we do have an image of what the product looks like. So they mentioned how there's a total of 6 wall outlet on here. You can see. They mentioned how there's a USB-C option that provides guys 100 watts and also 60 watts. So one of them is 100 watts and the other one 60. And they do label on here for you. They do provide guys 4 USB-A option, which is underneath that. And they do provide guys a car socket that provides guys up to 120 watts max of power, which should be right here. And if you guys are curious about what you guys can use it on or what you guys can use it for, they show you guys what you guys can use it for here. So laptop, drone, fan, coffee maker, microwave, portable fridge, and like I mentioned, even probably like an electric kettle, which I'll test that in a second. But what I'm doing right now is open up and show you guys what the inside looks like. All right, so let's do open it. Once you guys do open it, this is what the inside looks like. So they do provide you guys a box when you guys first take it out. If you guys do take out the box, they do tell you guys how you guys want to fully charge it first if your first time using it. But inside the box, we do have some stuff. If you guys do take it out, there's a lot of stuff inside. So it looks like there's 4 things inside. Let's take it all out. So the first thing inside right here, they do provide you guys a car charger that you can use the car to recharge it. Next up right here, they provide you guys the AC cable for you guys to plug it in directly to recharge it, which is the fastest way like I mentioned. Next up right here, they do provide you guys the cable for you guys to plug it into a solar panel that you guys can purchase separately if you guys do need it. And this is the second fastest way for you guys to recharge the product, which they do mention how it's around 4.5 hours. And then right here, they do provide you guys a high quality cover that can cover the actual product. And it does have the brand name Anker on there. And I believe the material on here, it should be like water resistant or waterproof. So if you guys do get water on here, it should be fine, which works perfectly as a cover for the product. And they even have this option on the side for you guys to make it tighter once you guys do put it on. And I'll show you guys what it looks like when we do put it on in a second. And that's everything inside the box. Right underneath the box, they do provide you guys a user manual to teach you guys how to use it. And if you guys do take off this protection layer on top, right underneath that, you guys can see the product inside. So if you guys do take it out, you do want to handle it care because it's going to be really heavy. So maybe you guys want to put it on the ground, make it life a lot easier. And I love how the box actually has a hand on both sides for you guys to lift up really easily. But once you guys do take it out, this is what the product looks like. So I'll move the box to one side for now. And now let's take out the wrapper. So once you guys take out the wrapper, right here is what the product looks like. To give you guys a better point of view, let me bring the camera a little closer to show you guys what it actually looks like from up close. So once you guys bring the camera a little closer, here is what it actually looks like. So like I mentioned, on top right here, they do have a very nice hand on both sides for you guys to carry around really easily. And then right here, we do have the front part of the product. So right here, we do have the light for it to turn on. So we have to press this button. It should turn on, but maybe the power on here is dead. That's why they tell you guys to fully charge it first if it's your first time getting the product. Here we do have a reset button. Here is a screen. Right here we do have the option for you guys to turn on or turn off the power saving mode. Here we do have the display button. So the first time you plug it, it might be dead. You can see how nothing's working. Right here, we do have the car socket for you to plug in, and I do have a button for you to turn it on or off. Here we do have the different USB-C option and USB. Like I mentioned on here, they do label 100 watts and 60 watt. So that way I know which is which. And it does have the Power IQ technology on here to give you guys a fast charging speed at a safe speed. And then here we do have the AC option. So there's 3 of them that are 3-prong and 3 of them that are 2-prong. Feel free to use all of them at the same time if you guys do want to. But the max power on here is 1500 watts when you guys do spread the power on here. And when you guys feel the material on here, it does feel pretty nice. It also feels very high quality when you guys do feel it. Bottom part right here, we got the brand name. And if you guys turn on the side, this is what the product looks like on this side. So on this side right here and on the other side, they do have the same design, where it's pretty much like the cooling fan to help it prevent it from overheating when you guys do use it. Let me turn around the other side to show you guys what the other side looks like as well. So here we do have the other side. You can see all the same exact design. So this side is also the air cooling option or air vent option to prevent it from overheating when you guys do use it. Now let me show you the back. Here we do have the back. So even for the back part right here, they do tell you guys how you guys want to recharge the power station to activate it before your first time usage. That's why it doesn't work when you do press the button. So this part in the back is where it's going to open it. And that is where you guys want to plug in the cable to charge it. So this is where it's going to plug it in for the car charging option and the solar panel. And this is for the AC option. For the middle part right here, it is the overcharge protection. So feel free to press on that if there's an overcharge or something. So the product definitely has all the protection built in when you guys do use it. Now I'm going to show you the bottom part of the product. When you guys do look at the bottom of the product, this is what it looks like. So they do have like the non-stick material on here to prevent it from moving around when you guys do use it. And that's pretty much everything that's on the product. What I'm doing right now is plug in cable to show you guys how to charge it first. Alright, so once you guys plug in cable in the back, you can see how it does turn on. And it show you guys the battery percentage on here, which is 0%. And now it's at 21%. So pretty much once you guys plug in cable, it activated for you. And I believe right now we do have the power saving mode on because you can see the little icon here. And they show you guys how much power that's being provided when you guys do use it. So it's almost 1000 watts. Now it's above 1000 watts. And it show you guys how long it takes to recharge the product, which will probably take around an hour. But if you guys turn off the power saving mode, the icon disappear. And this is what the screen looks like. So you can see how it went from like 21% to 22% already when you guys do use it, because it does probably got a lot of power when you guys are charging the device. So for the product, you feel free to use it wired or wireless. Let's give it a try and see how it does work. So we'll try this option here first. So let's do turn on the light. Here's the first option. Here's the brightest option. Here's the brightest. And it turns off. If you guys press and hold it, it does turn on the SOS mode, you can see. And if you guys do press on again, it does turn off. So even right now, you can see the percentage on here went to 25% already. So it does charge really fast. And we see how much power it does provide when you guys do use it on here, which is really nice. One right now, while it's charging the product, let's plug in some cable on here to test it out to see how it does work when you guys do use it. So the first test right here, I do have a MacBook Pro 16-inch. I'm gonna plug it into the 100 watt option to see how it does work if you guys would use it. Once you guys plug it in, you can see right here, it show you guys it's plugged in for the USB-C option. And it show you guys how much power that's being provided when you guys do use it. So right now, providing 94 watts when you guys are charging your laptop. And it's still charging around 1000 watts for the power bank when you guys do use it for the power station, which is really awesome. So it does get very close to 100 watts when you guys use the output USB-C option, which is really nice. But one right now is to plug in another device at the same time and see what happens if you guys use a 60 watts option. All right, so right here I do have a MacBook Air. If you guys do plug it in, once you guys plug it in, if you see how the number went up, so went as high as 152 when we do use it. When you guys do plug in both of the USB-C options at the same time, it only shows one icon here on top. So currently it's probably around 150 or 148 watts. So it does probably has a lot of power just like what I mentioned, and very close to 100 watts and 60 watts when you guys do use it. If you guys notice how when we're actually using it right now, it does have a display off option where it does turn off the display. If you guys want to turn it back on, just press this button and it does turn back on. So feel free to use all the output at the same time if you guys do want to. For 4 USB option or the 2 USB-C option on here, it does provide a lot of power on here when you guys do use it. And if you guys want to use the other AC option or the car socket option on here, feel free to do so. It all should work. But right now, you can see the product, even when we're charging the laptop, is already at 40% or 41%. So it does charge really fast when you guys do use it. What I'm doing right now is to try the AC option to show you guys how much power it does provide when you guys do use it. And we're probably going to unplug the USB-C cable on here because it probably will not work at the same time, since the electric kettle will probably use more than 150 watts. So let's give it a try and see how it does work. All right, so we got the product plugged in, and right now we cannot turn on. You can see And the reason why we cannot turn it on right now is because we didn't have it turned on yet. So like I mentioned, for the car socket option on here and the AC option, you do have to turn on the button here for you guys to activate it. And now it does turn on. So let's do give it a try. We got turned on. Let's see what happens. So on here, show you guys that you guys do have the cable plugged in, and they show you how much power that's being provided when you guys do use it. So as in here, when you guys use the product, it does work. And currently when you guys are plugging in the AC option to boil your water on here, the input on here went down to 48 watts. So the maximum on here is 1500 watts. So it shouldn't go above that when you guys do use it. That's why the charge on here is spread. It provided a lot more power on here for you guys to use it. It went to 48 watts for the input. So the product definitely does work when you guys do use it to boil electric kettle, which requires a lot of power, you can see. And I love how they do show you guys how much battery that's left on here when you guys use it, and also the time left if you guys were to use something strong like this. But even when you guys are using at the same time, you guys can see how the battery is still going up. So somehow when you guys are boiling water on here, you're using a lot of electricity, it's still going up for the power. So they do have like the very smart protection on here to spread out the power between your power station and whatever you guys are using, which is really nice. And where water is almost done boiling, it's at 207, almost at 212. You can see how it's spreading the power on here back and forth. So now we just finished boiling the water at 212, you guys in here. And now the charge is going back to the actual product. And if you guys notice, or you guys in here for the product, when you guys do use it, it does have the fan on the side that help you guys cool it down really fast when you guys do use it, which is really awesome. But definitely when you guys use the electric kettle at the same time while charging another device at the same time, it might not work. So the max on here is 1500 watts, and you can see how it goes to like 1400 watts when you guys do use it. But the product definitely does work, and it does support your electric kettle if you guys would use it. So if you guys use anything that's really strong like electric kettle, you should be fine. As long as it does not exceed 150 watts, then you should be fine. So now that we show you guys how well the product works when you guys do use it, now I'm actually put on a cover to show you guys how to put it on and what it looks like when you guys do put it on before I forget. So in order for me to put on the cover, I need to unplug the cable in the back and put that on one side for now. And now let's put on the cover. So literally all you need to do is just wrap it around it, just like that. And feel free to make the bottom part tighter to make it more sealed. That way your whole product is protected when you guys do put it on. And if you guys want to lift it, it's very easy and very simple for you to lift it. Let me bring the camera a little closer to show you guys what it looks like when you guys put it on. So once you guys put in the cover, this is what it looks like. So we do have the brand name on top, and material on here is water resistant and waterproof. So that way it won't get your product wet if you guys do put in the cover, which is really nice, especially when you guys are going outdoor, maybe camping or something. And feel free to use the bottom part if you guys want to, but it's not required. But that's everything that's on the product. So now that we show you guys what's included for the product and how it does work, now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not. So for this part, I do have to say that it is pretty worth it. If you guys want lead warranties, especially if you guys in the market looking for a high quality power station that give you guys everything on here in terms of a very nice handle to carry around really easily, give you guys the built-in light on here, give you guys display, the USB-C option, USB option, that provide you guys 100 watt speed or maybe even 60 watt to recharge your laptop or anything else. That also provide you guys a strong AC option that you can use to boil water or anything that goes up to 1500 watts. And also provide you guys a car socket for you guys to plug in cable on there as well, for specific cable that only work for car socket. And if you guys in the market are looking for a high quality power station that give you guys like the lithium phosphate battery on here that lasts a lot longer when you guys do use it in terms of a longer battery cycle compared to other brands, then I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, obviously don't buy one and save it on something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.